This is IAPP Pro Luke Sandoe, and I wanted to come on board now and talk to you guys about Mediphorm and why Mediphorm is the only option in the game when it comes to sight enhancement. And I will give you just a brief rundown, like a checklist of why it's superior. And of course, this is my opinion, but it's also the opinion of many others who have tried this product. So basically, let's just start with what it is. It's not an oil. It's not just a non-soluble oil that's got like lidocaine or some shit in it. It's just hyaluronic acid, which is already found in your muscle, suspended in a water-based solution. It's quite gloopy. It kind of looks a bit like a cum, really. It looks all like gluey, kind of viscous liquid. So when it comes to Mediphorm, people will just automatically kind of wince at the sort of like, oh, sight enhancement, that's synthol. Synthol is sight enhancement, but sight enhancement isn't synthol. And the point of a sight enhancement is, the clue is in the title, it's to enhance. It's not to take away or detract. So if you're using a product out there, so one of these inferior products, and it's obvious you've used it, you've done it wrong. You know, everything we do in this game, in bodybuilding or building muscle, we are doing everything we can to enhance what we have. It's about enhancing and not looking like you've abused yourself, basically. So if this is a choice of yours and you want to go down the route, you know, of using a sight enhancement, and you should have good reasons for using it. It's not something you should just jump into. You know, if you have like 11-inch arms and you want to get them to 24 inches, don't rely on this. You know, just like everything in bodybuilding, do not rely on one particular product. It's just another tool you can use to get the results that you want. You're still going to have to put the work in. You're still going to have to get your meals in. You're still going to have to do everything that it takes. But if you have a nice little tool on top to help you get to where you want a little bit quicker and enhance what you have, perfect. And the whole point behind the sight enhancement is you're not supposed to know you've done it. So, you know, just Google synthol and you will see all the synthol abusing freaks out there, and they just look like absolute shit. They just look like, well, the Marshmallow Man. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man with a skeleton body, these big stupid arms. Even if you wanted to do that with Mediphorm, it's not possible because of the nature of the product. It's water-based. It's not an oil. It's not an oil that's just going to sit in the tissue, causing scar tissue and irritation and blurry puffiness. It's not the way it works. So you could pin a whole vial every day. It's not going to affect. It's just going to. It will just dissipate, and that's what the product's all about. It's not. You're not trying to fill up. You're not trying to apply it to the muscle and fill it up with oil. You're trying to increase the amount of hyaluronic acid within the tissue. So this is why it's a slow burner, which is another reason I personally love the product, because my mind in bodybuilding is, if you use anything that gives you instant results, obviously unless it's a pre-workout or something like that, chances are it's a bad idea, because there is no instant in bodybuilding. Everything takes time. Getting in shape takes time. Building muscle takes time. Getting stronger takes time. Like developing the amount of food you can eat all takes time. So if you were to buy one vial of Mediphorm and you think, oh, I've used it, I haven't gained 5 inches on my arms, the product doesn't work. Well, of course, because you've not done it properly, you've not taken the time that it needs. It's just like eating a packet of chicken breast or a tub of protein, about, oh, I didn't gain any muscle. It doesn't work. Obviously, you know, it takes time. So that's obviously the other thing I like about Mediphorm is it's well within your control. You can't abuse it. It's sterile. It's safe, and it's very different than what's available on the market at the moment. And it's the number one in the market for a reason, and that's because it's not shit and it actually works and it does what it says it does. That being said, it would be foolish of you to try and rely on it. Don't rely on anything. You know, you still have, like I said, you still got to put the work in. So, going back to my own use and my own experiences, I prefer it pre-contest because my aim isn't to build muscles so much anymore than it is just to develop a look for the stage, right? So if I were to use an inferior product, it would look bad. People would know I've done it. And that's not the point of these products. The point is to, you know, enhance. It's like using a fat burner, right? If you use the fat burner and you burnt loads of fat, but your face was blue, then everyone will be like, oh, he's used that. It's detracting away from his physique. You know, obviously that doesn't exist. But with Mediphorm, it never looks bad. Never. I've never seen anyone overdo it because it's not possible. So it's in that respect, it's a safer option to use. So I use it pre-contest. I like it to keep my certain muscle bellies fuller and rounder because I have very long muscle bellies, especially in my arms, and they have a tendency to go quite flat. So I can have a front double bicep where the hang on my tricep just disappears because it's such a long muscle belly. You know, similar to how people when they over diet they lose their quad sweep. It's happened to me in the past, and that's one thing I use Mediphorm for, is just to keep that fullness there. It's never detracted from the detail. It's never detracted from the vascularity. It's never detracted from anything. It's only just kept. It's just done exactly what I wanted it to. Is to keep my arms full and round and separated. You're not going to get that with a lot of these other products on the market. You will just get a blurry, inflamed, lumpy, bumpy, artificial look. So if you're going to go down the SEO route or the site enhancement product route, don't waste your time on oils. Don't waste your time on shit that's just going to sit in the muscle and cause irritation. There's plenty of people that have had tears because they've put so much oil in, say, in their bicep and it's torn because of the scar tissue. You're not going to have that problem with Mediphorm. It's very safe. It's, as I said, it's sterile. A lot of these oils out there just aren't sterile, and you're never ever going to see on the internet a Mediphorm abuser because you can't abuse it. It's not in the nature of the product. It's not about the amount of the volume of applications. It's about letting the hyaluronic acid build up over time. So in that respect, where I said it's a slow burner, that's perfect. And the other cool thing about it is when you get to the results you like, you can back off and you can just do like a maintenance phase where you can use like next to nothing for months on end and retain what you have. Because it's not, like I said, it's not about fluid volume in the tissue. It's about allowing the hyaluronic acid to bind to the tissue over time. And everyone that I know has done it properly and used it efficiently, not taking the piss with it, but also been consistent with it, have all got the results they wanted, and they've only just looked better for it. I've never seen it look bad, Especially in our industry, in our sport, the word SEO has a massive taboo around it, and that's because of the abuse of like products like Sandoe. And I don't know any of the other products. I just know that Sandoe has the worst reputation. So with Mediphorm, you're not going to have any of those risks. You're not going to have the issues of looking shit, which is obviously what you don't want. You don't want to go on stage and be like, he's got Sandoe on his shoulders. How many times have you seen that? Countless, I'd imagine, because I have. Mediphorm, you're not going to have those problems. You're still going to have nice striated, fresh looking muscle. So it's just there to enhance. So that being said, they're just my rough feelings on Mediphorm, and why, if you're going to go the route of an SEO or a site enhancement product, is probably a fair explanation for what this product is. Mediphorm is absolutely the way to go. It's a no-brainer. It's like... Well, there's no analogies for this because it's so unique to the world of SEO. It's so unique. It's such a unique product that there's nothing to compare it to. It is what it is. So if you guys want to reach out to me and ask me some questions, because I'd love to be able to help you kind of figure out what you want to do with it, you can always PM me or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram's Luke Sandoe, or you can email me at lukesandoe@gmail.com, and I'll absolutely do my best to point you in the right direction. So, as I said, it's a safe, efficient product. You can't get it wrong. And the only results you'll get, if you're consistent with it, are the results you want. And as far as I can tell, that's exactly what you want from any product. You want it to do what it says, and you want it to look good. So, that's me for now. So, I'm going to post more of these videos. I'll probably do some logs and more of my experiences with the product going forward. But... thanks you guys for watching, and like I said, if you guys want any information or you want some just tips on how to use it for yourself or what you're going for, ping me a message or ask the guys at Mediphorm themselves, and all of us will be more than happy to help you out. So until next time, see you later.